Hello and welcome everyone to this online class. Today, what we are going to study this is about complex numbers and quadratic equations. So this is the topic of the day. In earlier classes, we have studied linear equations in one and two variables and quadratic equations in one variable. Okay, so we have also seen the equations of the type x square plus 1 is equal to 0. Here what the meaning is, if we solve this equation, then what happens? X square is equal to minus 1. Now very strange thing, x, we consider that this is the real number. Now let us see few examples. Suppose I take any real number minus 2. What is the square of this real number? Of course the answer is plus 4. Again, if I take another real number, suppose this is 3 by 2, its whole square. What happens? The answer is 9 upon 4. Suppose one more example we are taking here, minus 3 upon 2, its whole square. Then of course again the answer is 9 upon 4, etc. Everywhere what is the common thing? We see that every time we have the number whose square we are taking, this is always non-negative. Non-negative mean the value, the result is always greater than or equal to 0. That mean the answer is if x belongs to reals. Okay, so here how we can say that the square of any real number is minus 1. Now consider the general form of the quadratic equation, which is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, which we have already studied in class 10. We also know how to find the roots of this quadratic equation. The roots, that is x is equal to minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided 2a. This is the method how we find the roots of any quadratic equation. Here one condition we note, what is that? This is b square minus 4ac is greater than or equal to 0. Only then we can say that the roots will be reals. But here in this chapter what we are going to study, this is about what happens if b square minus 4ac is less than 0. What happens if b square minus 4ac is less than 0? Here simply we can say that b square minus 4ac is less than 0 is not possible in the system of real numbers. But what happens, we come across, we have so many equations. When we are solving any equation, we have the equations x square plus 1 is equal to 0. So how to solve such equations? We introduce here one new number, which is x square is equal to minus 1. That is, if we take the square root of both sides, then this is equal to plus minus of square root of minus 1. Now this minus 1, here I is equal to square root of minus 1. This is the name of this minus square root of minus 1. What is I? I, here we can say this is equal to iota. Iota. So this way x square plus 1 is equal to 0. This was our quadratic equation. So x square is equal to minus 1. What we have seen, I is equal to square root of minus 1. So what we can say here, squaring on both sides, I square is equal to minus 1. Okay, so it means we can write here x square is equal to I square. That means x is equal to plus minus I. So this is the very beginning of the complex numbers. Now what is complex number? Complex number, simply we denote this like z is equal to a plus ib, a plus iota b. Here a as well as b, they are real numbers. Okay, a and b are real numbers. Complex number which is written in the form of z is equal to a plus iota b. Here what is a? A is called real part of z. And what is this b? B is the imaginary part of z. Z is the name of the complex number. Now we are going to discuss about power of iota. Powers of iota, what are they? We have already seen that iota square, the value is minus 1. Now let us increase the powers of iota. Here first of all we take iota raised to power 3. What is the meaning of this? We can write this way: iota square into iota. So mean to say iota square is minus, so this is minus iota. Next is iota raised to power 4. This is equal to iota square its whole square. Iota square value is minus 1. Its square, the answer is 1. So finally what happens? Iota square is equal to minus 1. Iota power 3 is equal to minus iota. Similarly iota power 4 is equal to 1. Now next we have iota raised to power 5. We can again write this way: iota raised to power 4 into iota. So what is iota raised to power 4? This is 1. So final answer we can say this is equal to iota. Similarly iota raised to power 6, we can say iota raised to power 4 into iota power 2. Iota power 4 is 1, so we are left with iota square. What is iota square? This is minus 1. Right? Next we take iota raised to power 7. It means iota raised to power 4 into iota raised to power 3. So this is equal to iota power 4 is 1 into iota power 3. Iota power 3 is minus iota. Lastly we have iota power 8 is equal to iota power 4 into iota raised to power 4. That is 1 into 1, answer is 1. Likewise, we can solve any power of iota. Now we are going to study about algebra of complex numbers, that is addition, difference, multiplication and division. How to add two complex numbers, how to find the difference of two complex numbers, how to multiply two complex numbers, and how to divide two complex numbers. This is called the algebra of complex numbers. First of all, taking addition of two complex numbers. Here I am just taking the example. Suppose z1 is first complex number having the this is minus 2 plus 3 iota. Suppose another complex number we have z2. This is the name. So we can take an example 3 plus 7 iota. So how to add z1 plus z2? Addition of two complex numbers. Here what we do, we add the real parts, that is we add minus 2 and 3. Then we take iota I common and we add the imaginary parts 3 plus 7 this way. So answer finally we have 1 plus 3 plus 7 is 10 iota. So this is the way how we add two complex numbers. With the same example we can see how to subtract. Subtraction of two complex numbers. Taking z1 and z2 the same, here in place of plus sign we put minus. So here also what happens, 2 minus 2, this becomes minus 3, plus this was 3 iota, iota was common, minus 7. So finally what is the answer? The answer is minus 2 minus 3 is minus 5 and this is minus 4 iota. This is the way how we subtract any two complex numbers. Now multiplication of two complex numbers. Suppose again same, z1 is equal to 2 plus 3 iota and suppose z2 is another complex number minus 3 minus 5 iota. So how to multiply? We write this way, z1 into z2, that is equal to 2 plus 3 iota into minus 3 minus 5 iota. So first of all we take this 2 and multiply with second bracket minus 3 minus 5 iota. Next number is plus 3i into minus 3 minus 5 iota. So finally we have 2 into minus 3 minus 6 minus 10 iota. This is minus 9 iota minus 15 iota square. So we have minus 6 minus 10 iota minus 9 iota becomes minus 19 iota, and minus 15 iota square value is minus 1. So but we can say here this is equal to minus 6 minus 19 iota minus 15 into minus 1 is plus 15. So again we can say the result is 15 minus 6, 9 minus 19 iota is the result. This way we can multiply two complex numbers also. Next is division of two complex numbers. Suppose z1 is the complex number 2 plus 3 iota, z2 is 5 plus 6 iota. Now how to divide? We write it as z1 divide z2. This is equal to right hand side 2 plus 3i divide 5 plus 6i. Okay, now next step is we just write the denominator 5 but with changed sign. If this is plus 6 then we write minus 6. If this were minus 6 then we should write here plus 6. Okay, changed sign. In the numerator the same number is written in the denominator also. This number is multiplied here. So again what we do here, this is 2 plus 3 iota into 5 minus 6 iota. In the denominator this is 5 plus 6 iota into 5 minus 6 iota, and solving this we have 2 into 5 10 minus 6 into 3 minus 18 iota plus 15 iota minus 18 iota square, whole divide a plus b a minus b, that is a square 5 whole square minus b square, that is 6 iota whole square. This is 6 into 2 12 iota minus 12 iota. Next we have this is equal to 10 minus 12 plus 15 is plus 3 iota. This becomes plus 18, and in the denominator 5 5s are 25 minus this becomes 6 6 are 36 iota square. Iota square again in the next step. What is this? 10 plus 18 28 plus 3 iota whole divide, this becomes 25 minus 36 into minus 1, that is plus 1. So final answer we have now. What is the final answer? We can write this way, 25 28 divide, what is the sum? 61 plus iota into 3 upon 61. That means each complex number, the result should be in the form of z is equal to a plus iota b. This is the general form of the complex number. A is 28 upon 61 plus iota into b is 3 upon 61. So this is the way how we can divide any two complex numbers. Now let us discuss how to find the square root of a negative real number with the help of one example. First of all, suppose I have one number. I am taking here square root of 5 iota outside. If I take the square of this, then what happens? This is equal to square root 5 whole square is 5. iota square. So iota square mean minus 1. So answer is minus 5. Again, what is minus square root 5 iota its whole square? Again, we know that the square of any negative number is positive. Square root 5 whole square is 5. And again, this is iota square. This is 5 into minus 1. That is again minus 5. So what the conclusion is from this example? We just take minus 5. This is also minus 5. What is the topic? The square root of a negative real number. So if we take square root of this number, it means square cancelled with square root symbol. So we have square root of 5 iota comma this minus square root of 5 iota. So simply how we can write square root of any negative number is equal to plus minus uh, square root of 5 iota. We can also write this iota outside. Now one new term, modulus. What is modulus of a complex number? With the help of one example, suppose z is the complex number 5 minus 3 iota. So how to find the modulus? Modulus, which is denoted like this, z bar to both sides. So what we can say, this is 5 minus 3 iota, this symbol of modulus. Modulus of z, that is modulus of 5 minus 3 iota, this is equal to square root of the real part, this is 5, its whole square, plus imaginary part, which is minus 3, its whole square. Okay, that is what we say the modulus of if z is equal to a plus iota b, then modulus of this complex number is equal to square of real part plus square of imaginary part. Now next we have conjugate of a complex number. With the help of one example, suppose z is equal to 3 minus 4 iota. Then conjugate of this number, conjugate of z, this is denoted by z, this bar symbol. This means 3 minus 4 iota and bar. This is the symbol for conjugate of the complex number. What happens, how to solve this? Real part there is no change, but the sign of the imaginary part is changed. If this is minus 4, this becomes plus 4 iota. Similarly, if one more example we take, z is equal to 5 plus 3 iota, suppose. So what is the conjugate of z? Then this will be equal to 5, the sign of imaginary part will be changed, plus 3 will become minus 3 iota. So this is the way how we can find the conjugate of a complex number. Now new term, multiplicative inverse. What is multiplicative inverse of a complex number? Again, with the help of one example, let we are given one complex number z is equal to 3 minus 4 iota. Suppose this is the given complex number. Then how to find the multiplicative inverse of this? Multiplicative inverse of z, this is equal to 1 upon z. Very simple. That is, we write this as z inverse. Multiplicative inverse of z, this is written like this, z power minus 1. Z inverse is equal to 1 upon z. 1 upon, what is the value of z? This is 3 minus 4 iota. Now again, how to solve this? 1 upon 3 minus 4 iota. We just multiply the denominator but with the changed sign of imaginary part. Minus 4 iota becomes plus 4 iota. Divide 3 plus 4 iota. Okay, so this becomes 3 plus 4 iota. In the denominator we have a minus b into a plus b, that is a square minus b square, right? So again this is equal to 3 plus 4 iota whole divide 3 into 3 9, 4 into 4 16, iota square is minus 1, minus 1 into minus 1 becomes plus 1. So finally what we say, this is equal to 3 upon 16 plus 9, this is 25, plus iota into 4 upon 25. This is the multiplicative inverse of the given complex number. This is the way how we can find the multiplicative inverse of any complex number.